Hey, so the past couple of weeks have been really interesting for us here in the United States of America and throughout the globe. Hi, my name's Chris Enix. I'm the student pastor at Clinch River Baptist Church, and for the next few weeks we've planned on trying to reach out in a few different ways. It's no news to anybody, but we've been a lot more limited in how we interact with people throughout the world since we're not able to physically get together as much. So I hope that you enjoy this live stream video for just a few minutes as we try to reach out and hopefully offer a little bit of comfort and encouragement to the world. And the first thing I want to do is just offer tremendous gratitude to so many people throughout our country and throughout the world that are working so hard when a lot of us maybe are a little bit more restricted in what we're having to do. So I'm talking about doctors, nurses, all sorts of medical staff, truck drivers, people that maybe you don't think of who are not quarantined at their house, kind of waiting for all of this to pass, but really are on the front line, making sure that things keep going, that the economy keeps going, and most importantly, that people are healthy and safe. So the thought I wanted to really share with you was the other day I was hiking. For those of you who know me, you know I love to hike and I love being outdoors, which thankfully we can still do even nowadays. And I was really kind of thinking about fear and how much fear just seems to be prevalent in our country and throughout the world. But at the same time I was thinking that, there was just this feeling of immense peace and comfort that came over me, which frankly was kind of surprising. I really didn't expect that. But there was a sentence from the Bible that came to my mind that really kind of encapsulated all of this. And it comes in the New Testament, towards the end of the New Testament, in Paul's second letter to Timothy in chapter 1, verse 7, where Paul wrote to Timothy and said that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but a spirit of power, of love, and of self-discipline. And for anyone who's ever read the Bible, a lot of times we walk away from it reading certain passages and chapters and we think to ourselves, well, that was really pretty, or that was poetic, or that was nice, or that was encouraging. But sometimes verses and situations like this can become very, very real. And that verse, or that statement, spirit of fear, became so real to me at that moment. There seems to be a spirit of fear throughout the world, and it's nobody's fault. It's a real thing that people are experiencing and that people have to deal with. But then we get that message of hope that for those who have put their faith in Jesus Christ, that there's not a spirit of fear, but that there's a spirit of love, of power, and of self-discipline. And that's the Spirit of God that is within us, that we all have access to, that we all can experience because of the love that God has for us. So if there's any encouragement that I think that we can have, and maybe a better word than encouragement would be a reminder that we need to have, is that even though we do live in fearful times, even though we do live in uncertain moments, that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but a spirit of love, of power, and self-discipline. And that is available to everyone who puts their faith in Christ. So my encouragement is to you is to look to God. Take time to open your heart, to open your mind to His truth and what He would have us to hear during this time. And here's what I will say, we will get through this. We see the beauty of Americans coming together. We see, again, the truck drivers working tirelessly around the clock to bring materials to the stores. We see the stock folks at all of these retail outlets trying to get everything together. Thank you so much for doing that. Just know that we're praying for you, and we hope that we can be an encouragement for you. Look to God, reach outside your comfort zone, and experience the spirit of power, the spirit of love, and the spirit of self-discipline. And don't be enslaved to the spirit of fear. God bless you. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you soon next time.